Alright, back with some news. According to the Free Press and the SEC Network, Michigan's backup quarterback, fourth-year junior Brandon Peters, will transfer from Michigan. He's entered the transfer pool. Let's talk about it. We back. Motor City Sports Talk in the building. Make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button. And I will be covering more University of Michigan football and Michigan State football and some high school as well, too, man. I might get out there and get some coverage of that as well. But this season coming up. But, yeah, Brandon Peters, remember a couple years ago, wonder why, Harbaugh didn't pull Wilton Speight and put Brandon Peters in, and why he was paying Jeff O'Korn more than Peters. And, was the thing coming around, said he had a voice issue, or he had a throat problem, he couldn't speak in the huddle, or, he wasn't authoritative in the huddle, just point blank period. He just wasn't that good. He fell behind redshirt freshman Joe Milton from Florida, I believe. He fell behind Dylan McCaffrey, that's Ed McCaffrey's son, and Christian McCaffrey of the Panthers' brother, quarterback out of Denver, who's a redshirt sophomore, and he fell behind Shea Patterson as well too, who's going to be the starter this year out of Toledo. A lot of us thought he was going to go to the NFL, but he chose to stay. And now Harbaugh has built this innovative offense, new offensive staff to bring a more up-to-date offense. And he's going to delegate some offensive duty to, the offensive coordinator from Alabama. So, yeah. So, at the end of the day, Brandon Peters fell out the fold. So, he's going to have 2 years eligibility left. He waited until he graduated from Michigan in the spring. So, he's a redshirt junior, fourth-year junior. So, I don't know how that worked, but he had 2 years of eligibility left. So, don't know who looking for a quarterback. So, we'll see where he end up going. So, he's graduated, so that gives him 2 more years of eligibility, so he can work on his, graduate degrees and stuff of that nature and see what he got. He's from Indiana. See what type of arm he got, what type of talent he got. He goes somewhere and start. Does he go to Division II? I know Division III would be a slap in the face. Does he go to the MEAC, the SWAC? I mean, who wants Brandon Peters, to go to Michigan? He must have been a high recruit, you know what I'm saying? And just never panned out. And I was screaming like, damn, why is, Wilton Speight out here throwing 18 interceptions versus Florida? He garbage. Jeff O'Korn can't throw. Why isn't Brandon Peters playing? And, obviously he wasn't good enough. So if he wasn't good enough to beat out Jeff O'Korn, or the way Wilton Speight was, let's just talk about Jeff O'Korn, forget Wilton Speight. He wasn't good enough to beat out Jeff O'Korn. He need to hang it up. He need to transfer it in and there. And maybe he need to go to Division II school because, Jeff O'Korn, he was good at Houston for a year, but he got here and the pro style wasn't his thing, and maybe a lot of it got to do with style for him. They ran that pro style offense, and O'Korn, that wasn't a fit. He was more of a spread guy, but he couldn't hit the side of a barn. And Brandon Peters looked like he built, 6'5". He looked like he built, and he cut to be a pro style quarterback. But now they going a little bit to the spread. It's going to feature the mobility of Shea Patterson. I think Joe Milton, he got some mobility. McCaffrey can get out there a little bit and move his feet a little bit. So, the offense also ain't catering to Brandon Peters no more as well. But it's another failed pick. Jim Harbaugh is supposed to be this quarterback whisperer, and who is he developing? What I'm saying? I like the way Dylan McCaffrey was looking in Notre Dame more than I like the way Shea Patterson was looking. But we'll see. A lot of this shit got to do with system. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it got to do with system. Watch Jalen Hurts. They go from Alabama to Oklahoma. He may not be a Heisman candidate out of Oklahoma, but they just shows that coach over there at Oklahoma, he knows how to develop quarterback talent. He knows how to, build an offense towards that strength. And Jim Harbaugh, he got to show that ability. He got to be able to be, the quarterback whisperer. The real quarterback whisperer is the dude in Oklahoma. I forget his name, but he the one that's really, build a number one pick. Look, Kyler Murray had done nothing at the SEC with Texas A&M. You put him in Oklahoma, and I know the Big 12 defense sucks, but you put him in Oklahoma, he throws a block party all year. You know what I'm saying? So for Brandon Peters, maybe he won't look in going to Oklahoma and, starting after Jalen Hurts go away. You know what I'm saying? And somewhere that's going to get the most out of his potential. But, hey, we'll see. Best of luck to Brandon Peters. He had a strong buzz coming to Michigan, and he never lived up to it. So you got to put that on Harbaugh and something on a young man. But, hey, it is what it is. We're still looking for a great quarterback for Michigan. Motor City Sports Talk. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or a video request. Appreciate the love and support. Best donation you can make is share the video. Share. One time for the one time. Motor City Sports Talk. We gone.